Why are you having many girlfriends?
I don't have many girlfriends. But many guys purport me to
open your WhatsApp, we see by yourself.
I think I have many girlfriends. Do I really have? The way I'm busy, I have time for more than one lady.
Now you in 2014 you failed terribly. You decide to go back to school, and now you are messing around with the chicks.
I never messed. Mark my word.
What happened?
I never messed.
Okay.
Because there was a slogan which I studied in one of the schools which I had moved during these funkies. And then this slogan was saying, girls can make you miss university, but you'll never miss girls in university.
Say it once again.
This slogan, girls can make you miss university, but you'll never miss girls in university.
Girls can make you miss university, but university
you'll never miss.
But you'll never miss
girls in university.
I missed to come with my notebook and
don't worry. Be a good student. You'll just write. It ended like that, and we broke up. I just realized we broke up naturally. She didn't want to tell me, but we broke up naturally, which is okay. I accepted it, and I came. You know the goodness when ladies leave you, you don't start feeling bad about them. You start what did I do wrong?
There is no goodness in being heartbroken. There is no good thing in being heartbroken.
There could be a reason.
You want to convince me that you felt good when you are.
Okay, well, I was left naturally. Aliniacha pole pole.
Spiritually.
So even me, I understood it pole pole. So I know this thing.
Yani ulitoka pole pole.
Pole pole na mimi nikaelewa pole pole. Nika understand. So and I came to realize what could be the reasons why the lady left me. Is it money? Is it what? And for a better reason, that wasn't the reason. But for me, because I never asked the lady why she left me, but for me, I thought it was money. Because I was broke, bro. I was broke.
You are broke and you want to date a South African.
I sing, but I'm broke, you know. So music singing cannot win a lady.
Waswahili wanasema hivi, usiogope kubwa wa samaki. Uliza bei.
Hi man, usiogope
ukubwa wa samaki.
Uliza bei kwanza.
Not be scared by the size of the fish.
Oh my God.
The price.
I could not afford the price.
So you applied that.
I could not afford the price. So
when we talk about bringing the best in everybody, we mean telling stories never told anywhere else other than Namshots Media. I am your host Brian Osieku, and today I'm being joined by this gentleman. He is a musician, he is a radio presenter, that is a journalist, he is a software engineer, he is a business personnel. Sir, how are you?
Thank you so much. Hi.
None other than Baraka Marwa.
What's good, man?
How are you, sir?
I'm good, sir.
I think the introduction that I gave may not be enough, Bwana. You can do better than myself.
Bro.
Who are you?
My name is Chris Marwa. People know me by Chris Marwa, but my official name is Baraka Marwa.
Baraka Marwa.
Yeah.
Baraka Marwa. Where was Baraka Marwa born? Where was he raised? Where did he go to school? Where did this Baraka Marwa come from, bro?
Well, Baraka was born in a place known as Kibera. It's one of the biggest slums in Africa, and
the one Kibera in
the city of Nairobi. And so, as a young boy living in the urban setting, metropolitan area. I came to learn a lot. I grew up together. I studied at different schools. So, you know, Nairobi is big, so you literally cannot stay in one place. So I was born in St. Mary's at place known as Kibera, and hizo time we are regarded as ghetto guys, and by then we moved to a place known as Gashie, where we happened to live, and by the according to my church, so I used to attend to Karura SDA, where I did my kindergarten classes, baby class, the low level,
the primary,
primary level. So and then after then I moved to a place known as Satellite. I moved with my parents, my two parents. I get to interact. That is where literally my childhood grew up.
How do you remember your childhood? I mean, what are those things you used to do?
Man, but then I was a happy kid, I used to be playing around, with my fellow guys from the same fellow age mates from in the same plot, wherever I used to stay. And my primary school was Ruta Satellite Primary School. It's one of the renowned primary public school in the Goreti division. So, but then I used to love reading, I used to love studying, and I used to playing at the same time.
I think that's why you are an engineer right now. Maybe you can talk about your secondary school life. Where did you go to for your high school, and how was life there?
Yeah, actually, my school life is very funny. I was a determined young boy. So I remember
about dreams.
I used to go to school at 3 a.m.
in the morning
in primary, from class 6. And now when I go to school, nobody walks at it's night, the sun is not yet. And then I used to go to school, open the school
you're
door.
About the city, bro, and someone may be asking, were you not afraid of maybe security issues in
bro,
city or what?
I'm a boy. You know how metropolitan boys are. Somebody who has gone in a metropolitan area, we know all the corners. We are not yet prone to get to fear the darkness, because even as you're walking on the road, you hear motorcycles, cars moving around, So you should not be fearing anything. So I used just to go alone and opening the school door alone, the gate. I go open the class. I do my studies. And I did that consecutively till I was class 8. And I was doing my final exam, KCSE, in the year 2014.
Your KCSE. Maybe how did you perform?
Bro, it was very funny. I was so determined, and I knew that I want to perform. I was in a class, public schools where literally many people.
Many students, yeah.
So our school, during our time, our class was having close to 370 students. 370 students. Single class. And these are not single class, but our classes.
Form 4,
yeah, it makes sense.
Different streams.
Yeah. So now that 370 pupils have been divided to 5 and 6 classes. So a class you're close to 80 students, 80 pupils in our class, and we were so determined. So our class, we used to be, the most participating, the most. Those they were, index 1 was starting from our class,
When they're announcing top 10, you see the majority are coming from
the class. Not even literally the indexing. When they did indexing before we joined to class 8, it was indexing from 1 to the last one. So index 1 to 80 were from our class. Then 81 to the other class, different class. But then the teachers decided probably to reshuffle because they want the support. They don't want these people to perform, and then the last class of Madanda won't perform, so they had to mix, just to have
so
So they had to mix. So, but for me, I remained at the same class.
Wow.
And it was fun, man. We interacted. I remember some friends of mine who used to compete with them. So, and we did our final exam, and alas,
That
man.
was on
2010. 2010. That was in 2010.
You did your
KCP 2010. Yeah.
Then Form 4 you did in 2014.
2014.
How did you find yourself in Baraton? I mean, the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton. How was that journey? How did you find yourself here? We had many other options. Well, there are other universities which you know, but you just decided to come here, UEAB. What made you to come here?
I was not.
How was that journey, sir?
First of all, I was not to come to Baraton. I didn't want to come to Baraton. I wanted to go to KU because I had chosen KU. Before, remember, I didn't make cases at 2014. I failed terribly. I got a very weak discipline, and I was
and you are in the
dissatisfied.
class of those intelligent guys.
No, those class of intelligent guys, it was in primary.
Now,
Yeah,
secondary was different.
secondary is a different because remember, whatever I got 275 marks in KCP. It's something which I've never got, but how can I get less than 300 marks? So it was something new. So I cried. My father gave me encouragement. He told me, just go. You'll up your game in KCC.
What made you to fail terribly in 2014?
I was overconfident. Oh, the 2014. 2014 that was KCSE.
Yes.
Bro,
Are you sure?
Bro, I used to study math in KC 2014 in my high school. Since Form 1, I used to wake up at Form 4 to go and study for the KCC while I'm in Form 1. So I was very determined. Now that time, I never used to waste my time playing football. Bro, I was so focused, like I don't want to miss this university, bro. I don't want to find myself doing anything related, anything undergraduate. Anything related with diploma, no. I wanted to do undergraduate. But alas, here I got a very weak discipline. I never expected.
How was that? I mean, how did you deal with that? Because I know even the parents were expecting much from you.
Yeah.
And now you come with this grade, maybe which to you thought maybe it was a low. How did you deal with that?
Wali complain, sema nyinyi wewe umekula pesa zetu, tumewaga huko mamilioni.
Tuko nachukua pesa.
Tunatupa tu. So just go run your diploma. Mimi, there is no any university of a person mimi naenda. Mimi hakuna shule ya mtu mimi naenda. I'm repeating once and for all. And I repeated in one of the district schools. My father wanted to take me to a provincial school, one of the biggest non-Staranganya boys, which happened to be my fellow colleague, O7, also where I studied. I decided not to go to that school. I wanted to go to a district school. So I went to a school known as Komotobo Secondary School.
Komotobo. That is in Kisii, ndani kabisa.
That's in Korea inside.
In Korea.
Korea inside. Actually, you should know that Komotobo Secondary School is whereby my chemistry teacher was the referee representative for all Africa in the Brazil World Cup and the Russia World Cup.
All right.
The man known as Marwa.
Marwa.
If you know, I happen to know Marwa. He used to be my chemistry teacher. So I studied in Komotobo Secondary School. There is a slogan.
This is now the retake now.
This is my retake 1 year. And remember, it was a mixed school. So you definitely know there are some chicks over there,
So yeah, the chicks now.
Yeah. Before I wasn't carried off by chicks, by the ladies, because I was determined. Remember, I was determined from Form 1, so ladies could not be an issue for me.
Now you in 2014 you failed terribly. You decide to go back to school. And now you are messing around with the chicks.
I never messed. Mark my word.
What happened?
I never messed.
Okay.
Because I want you to remind the reason why I brought the ladies on board is because there was a slogan which I studied in one of the schools which I had moved during these funkies. And then this slogan was saying, girls can make you miss university, but you'll never miss girls in university.
Say it once again, bro.
This slogan, girls can make you miss university, but you'll never miss girls in university.
Girls can make you miss university, but university
you'll never miss.
But you'll never miss
girls in university.
I miss to come with my notebook and
don't worry. Be a good student. You'll just write. Okay, so follow me. Now I used to say, when I'm sitting in a class, I like staying at the window. I don't like staying at the middle. I just at the corner. Because I stay at the middle.
See, yes, I know. Because those guys who used to sit at the corner, bad boys.
Okay, I wasn't a bad boy. I know you're heading, but
those tricks, I know them. Sir.
Okay, so not really. Yes. But I was in a certain corner. It was a cool place, where I can be comfortable doing my own studies, no struggle, nobody's disturbing me because it's a cool place,
Okay.
But at the middle, you receive all the noises from different corners, so you won't be stable. Rather, you'll be disturbed. So I chose that place I used to study from that corner, and then. Remember, I'm at the window. So the chicks are coming, hovering around,
Now your brain is...
No, not really. I could not be carried away. I used to see those chicks, bro. They're just walking around. They're just walking, and then they were doing it intentionally because they saw me, And so when they see me, they do it intentionally. You know how ladies they expose themselves to men,
I'm just trying to understand. Why are you pretending as if you are not even interested?
No, relax.
You are enjoying, actually.
I used to see them. They were good. They had good physiques and what have you. But I remember the slogan again. Girls can make you
miss the university.
But you'll never miss girls in university. You get it? So when I see them, bro, these girls can make you miss university. But I will never miss girls in it. So let me focus. I'll get the girls in the university. This one will make me fail. So the goal to study in KCSE was for me to go to university. But the goal is not to get the girls anyway. But the fact is that the university is uttered there in between the phrase. That is a goal. So bro, I did my KCSE.
2015.
That was 2015.
Yes.
And I can say I managed, and I can tell you any person. Let me not just give an advice. Let me just finish and say whatever I got.
Yes.
I did.
You cannot even tell them, but you can just tell us. Maybe you know.
I got a very strong B plate. I got a strong B plate from the school. I managed to be number 4 out of 210 students.
Number 4 out of 210
students.
That was in which school?
Komotobo Secondary School. It is a district school.
Getting a B in Komotobo Secondary School. It's like getting an A.
That's how people used to. That's how people used to say. They say, hey, bro, you got a B plane. Yeah. If you guy, you could be in Alliance. Bro, that's a name, bro. That's a nigga.
So it will be operating the body south there.
But anyway, it is what it was, and I appreciate for whatever I got, and I appreciate for the confidence I kept on myself. And the discipline that I had, and I achieved this grade. Now is the time to join the university now.
University, where you are told now you will never miss girls in the university.
I did a blunder, brother.
Which blunder?
I chose the first, now the courses which I started choosing. The first courses which I chose, I chose the actuarial science. And I was not called. I don't know how you call how are they calculating your grade with certain science? There's a certain mathematics they used to calculate for you to come up with a certain points that will allow you to do a certain course. So which I never. They are called
cluster points.
Thank you, cluster point. For me, mathematics it took me down.
I knew
so
mathematics with you parted ways long.
No, not really. I got a B minor, by the way. It's only that, but my chemistry was my best.
Now you wanted to do actuarial science.
Actuarial science.
Meaning like way before, like you really wanted to be a scientist, like actuarial science.
Obviously, me, I obviously, for me, when I was in high school, my dream is to do mass comm, because I used to participate.
Now you wanted to do mass communication, but now when you are applying for actuarial science.
Yeah.
What happened, sir?
Bro, you know, it's the chain, bro. When you feel you got an A, you don't want to reduce your A to a mass com. You get it? So like you want to start big.
People are telling you, hey, bro,
you know, the level.
You won't get any employment around. So you want to be an engineer.
Bro, I want to be a respectable hello engineer. Hello scientist.
So how did you move from actuarial science to software engineering?
Actually, the government called me for computer science because I did the second application. I applied in Garissa and the KU. So I was called in both to Garissa University and Kenyatta University.
Garissa, Baba?
Nigga, I was ready for anything for Garissa.
As long as you become...
I told my father, Daddy, this is my life. I better go to Garissa as long as I'm achieving computer science. I better go to Garissa University. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready to study the 100 names of Allah. I'm ready to do all the taekwondo. Anything.
Now you have these two letters, Garissa University, KU, doing computer science.
I wanted to choose both, any of the two. But later on, I thought of probably going to KU. But later on, some guy from somewhere, I don't know how he came and brainwashed my mind. He came and told me, brother nigga, your father wants you to go to Baraton.
Baraton University.
I've studied in Kenyatta University. I've done masters in Kisii University. I've done another masters in Nairobi University. And I can testify to you, Baraton is the best. Bro, what you talking about? Me, I don't want to go to Baraton University.
Why can you say so? Are you telling us that...
I didn't want to come to Baraton. Why? It was very hard. It was a
because
debate.
It's a Christian, and you wanted to go and mess around with girls, which you are saying.
Nothing like girls, bro. That was how.
And you know this is a Christian institution. They don't.
I'm an innocent boy. I'm not thinking about a girl here. I'm thinking about a better engineer in future. You know, I had goals, brother.
I get it, sir.
You get. I don't know about the ladies in university. Probably when I came now, so these are the ladies which you get it. So leave about that. We're coming there.
Now, you had to drop it. I mean,
so I had to. Now they had to convince me to do software engineering because there is no computer science in Baraton University. Whatever they're offering diplomas. So I had to choose software engineering. Well, I did software engineering. I came to Bara. I applied from the university which is in Nairobi for Baraton, the extension. Then I came here 2017 January. I was to come in 2016, but my father, this is some shit I did, and then my father wanted to to punish me. So he punished me the whole semester. So I had to join 2017 January.
Okay.
So I came to January. And because, I'm church sponsored, so I had to come here. So my father insisted because I'm church sponsored. At the same time,
here 2017 January. Someone may be asking because have you graduated really?
I haven't graduated, but probably, God willing, I'm graduating this year.
This year, 2023. And maybe just a quick mathematic, I can say 6 years, bro. What happened? Because I know software engineering, if it's many years, maybe 5, but it's actually 4 years. What happened?
Yeah, well, it's true. There's a time I did remember that I've accomplished it with a minor. I'm already done with my minor, so I won't be graduating with only 1 degree, but at least with a minor on top of it. But that's not a big case, a reason behind. But the corona period, I never studied, so that corona wasted my shit, bro. I could have graduated a long time, but the corona thing it really killed my time, And there's a time I even deferred 1 semester before corona. Wow. So I deferred because I wanted to open a business, venturing something new.
I want us to talk about that now, because we have many things to talk about. We have journalism to talk about, we have business to talk about, and also have music to talk about. Maybe let's begin with business. Now, you are also a businessman. How did this start, bro? Where did you begin? What have you been doing, sir?
I used to date some South African chick. In
South Africa.
I used to date.
You went international.
I went international, bro. Yes. So it's good to explore, bro. When you get this, I always tell you.
Leave me alone.
When you take advantage of anything that comes, bro. Because when you go out, when you get outside, bro, you'll be asking yourself, bro, as in, why didn't I do this? why didn't I try?
This South African
So I got this
chick.
South African chick. I used to like this girl, bro. I used to love her, bro. I know. At that time, I was that. I wasn't sitting for less, you know.
Relax,
You know, I'm a musician. I sing, bro. So I won't sit for less.
You're even lying to yourself that you're going to marry her.
Hey, bro, I was lying to myself. Not lying. I even believed one. I think it could happen, maybe.
Yes.
But it was God's plan anyway. So the chick, man, she left me, man. She disappointed me on my Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day, the 14th February.
Bro,
what happened?
I bought her some expensive stuff, bro. I read one, a watch and what have you, some little pocket money. Took to her. But the lady accepted it wholeheartedly. She posted it on her WhatsApp status. Bro, I waited for her to post me on her WhatsApp. Till now, I'm waiting. She didn't post me.
Jesus Christ.
Hallelujah. Oh my God. It was so painful.
But why were you too quick to judge? Like, she's not for you. Like,
okay, it was not like she wasn't.
I think you're lying to us.
I think there is a blunder I did to her, which I cannot explain right now. There's a blunder I did.
You cheated.
No, not cheating. Not cheating. I was innocent, bro. Remember, I'm second year.
So it ended.
It ended like that, and we broke up. I just realized we broke up naturally. She didn't want to tell me, but we broke up naturally, which is okay. I accepted it, and I came. You know the goodness when ladies leave you, you don't start feeling bad about them. You start what did I do wrong?
There is no goodness in being heartbroken. There is no good thing in being heartbroken.
There could be a reason.
You want to convince me that you felt good when you were
okay, well,
left.
I was left naturally. Aliniacha pole pole.
Spiritually.
So even me, I understood it pole pole. So I know this thing.
Yaani ulitokwa pole pole.
Pole pole na mimi nikaelewa pole pole. Nika understand. So and I came to realize what could be the reasons why the lady left me. Is it money? Is it what? And for a better reason, that wasn't the reason. But for me, because I never asked the lady why she left me, but for me, I thought it was money. Because I was broke, bro. I was fuck broke.
You are broke and you want to date a South African.
I sing, but I'm broke, you know. So music singing cannot win a lady.
Waswahili wanasema hivi, usiogope kubwa wa samaki. Uliza bei.
Hey man, usiogope
ukubwa wa samaki.
Uliza bei kwanza.
Not be scared by the size of the fish.
Oh my
Ask
God.
the price.
I could not afford the price.
Applied that.
I could not afford the price. So I had to apply now the better strategy. I remember there's a time I went and asked some guy who was doing a working program, 20 bob, can you lend me 20 bob? And I'm living in Mensdom, the guy is living in Barasi, and I'm asking for him 20 bob. The guy was looking at me like this.
What did you want to do with the 20 bob?
It was very funny. What was I buying that 20 bob for? What was I using that money? I don't remember what I wanted to do.
I can help
but
you.
I remember I borrowed that money.
You wanted to spoil the South Africa.
Bro, I can't do that shit, bro. You know, in this life,
I feel for you.
No, we have things like a basic needs, you know. So I think it could be the basic. Maybe I wanted to buy some soap.
Yeah.
That thing made me to think, how can I solve my problem? I'm broke. And then I thought, my mind, God, you gave me a big mind, a bright mind. I passed my KCC. I'm in university, bro.
Of Eastern Africa.
Eastern Africa, Baraton.
Comma, no. It's University of Eastern Africa, comma, Baraton.
But with all this big mind,
your pocket,
my pocket is fucking zero. Bro, something is not adding up, you know. So I say, if God, you give me this brain to be good at studies now, give me this brain to bring money on my pocket. And so I thought about basic needs of a human being. So I thought about food, shelter, clothing. So I decided food. There are a lot of hotels in Barasi. Shelter. I don't have enough money to buy houses to shelter people, to rent people outside. clothing. I am not here, Bana, to sell clothes, ban. And people won't be buying. You won't be sure. Yeah. How can you sell 800 to a comrade who is not ready to buy? So, and then I thought about the shelter part. Wait a minute. Clothing. Wait. I can wash people's clothes, but I cannot sell. I want to offer services, something which I don't need to buy a product, but I'll just offer that service. I get the money which is recurrent. And I thought about laundry. Wow, that's what's great. And I started washing people's clothes in Mansdom. Yeah. I used to wash
your money.
I go to, hey bro, if you need your clothes to be washed, holler me. I was the only guy who was washing. Nobody was washing in that dorm. I was the only guy who came with that idea. And I came with that idea before I remember I used to sell noodles. And I was the only girl selling noodles. And I was very, very expensive, by the way. I used to sell noodles at 50 shillings.
Taking advantage of the poor comrades.
Not poor comrades. It's business.
Taking their money away. You should be in committee.
No.
Right.
No. The noodles were 30 bob. I buy them at 30 bob. I don't even need to go and buy a wholesale from Barasi. I just buy whatever I want, because as long as I know at the end of the day I'm getting a good profit of 20 shillings per noodle. So I used to have some friend of mine, the Rwandese, they used to buy from me, bro. I used to love those guys. They used to sponsor me, Hey, bro, do you have some noodles? I come. Yes, they come, they buy. I get my 20 bob.
You have really disturbed these international students.
Not only internationals, even Kenyans, they used to buy. So I was literally just saying, okay, those people, they were neighbor to my to my room, and I even stayed with some international. I stayed with some allowance for like a fucking year, a whole year.
So how long did you wash these clothes?
So
How was that business in general?
I did all that time, 2018, 2019. Yeah, around 2019, early 2019 is the time which I decided to probably stop washing people's clothes, because that thing used to be exhaustive, and it took much of my time. I used to wash even at the middle of the night while people were sleeping. So when I go to class, I just have fatigue. I'm not, cannot concentrate fully. Yeah, looking for money at the same time studying, it could not add up. So there's a time, I used to work at the radio. Remember that time I used to work at the radio, if you remember?
I remember, sir.
So that time, bro, I got to learn a few lessons, being fired in 2019. And I went to Barasi, and I cried. When I cry, I'm a musician, so I composed some music known as Ujasiri. That time I composed that song.
Ujasiri, by the way, it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. That's the time I composed that song. I was tearing, putting, as in, yeah. So while I was writing that song, I came up with the idea of opening now. Why should I not open this laundry thing in Barasi, because we don't have a laundry? And then a friend of mine, who is known as, what's his name, bro? How can I forget his name? His name is so important for my life. This guy, he was the best man in 2022, in the middle of the night, bro. By the way, Baraka, let me tell you, I have got some friend who has money, but he doesn't have an idea of how to use that money. But I can see, you guys, when you conjoin, you can make something big. Oh, bro, that's a good idea, bro. I don't have money, the guy has money. Why don't you conjoin? We married the guy. The guy got some 50K. We bought a machine. We paid the rent, a laundry machine. And we immediately started the job. Imagine we started the business from his house, because he used to stay in the men's dorm.
Chalo, man.
Chalo was a good. Hey, bro, it was a monopoly.
Now the business
boomed. We used to wash the clothes from the house, and the dirty water was passing from was literally. There was, you see, like the plot, the plot. So the water became stagnant at the plot, because there was a lot of water coming from our place because of washing a lot of clothes and what have you. Even now the caretaker say, hey, no, this is becoming too noisy. If you guys are doing this, you better even pay us, because you are utilizing our resources, like machines you're using, the electricity.
So you guys were making a lot of money.
And the owner of the guy say he's like No, they just my machine washing my own clothes, so there's nothing like a business. But the guy, these clothes are too many, they're being washed daily, and they're using water from my nini, so they had to change. So we had to move. So I told Chalo, I told my fellow colleague, the colleague was known as Cyrus. I told Cyrus, bro, we need to move. At that time, while we moved, I told him we need to have a place for business. A young man, young man, and that is where I opened the first laundry. It
just
was
behind it. I can remember.
Yeah, it was the first laundry in Baraton. Monopoly. I heard rumors are saying that.
But nowadays, I can see we have few people have come.
Yeah, you see. So they just came recently, but mine was since 2019, 2020, 2021. It was booming, and then some guy, I know one of the laundry owners in Bara. I know you know them. He came and saw my idea, and probably he started thinking about saving to open his own laundry. It's all right. Yeah, business has competition. One should know it's inevitable. So it's okay. Me, I saw now the competition was becoming tight, and things depreciate. My machine started depreciating, so I had to sell it again because I'm full of business ideas. I stopped it again.
Yeah, maybe because so we are running out of time. Talk about Tana Safi, bro. Just in a minute. Tell us about Tana Safi.
Yeah, I know most of the students were Tana Safi. They always it's a common name to them. So that's I opened Tana Safi in the year 2019. Has been there all those years. And then, but we rebranded to a new business in the year 2022, whereby we opened another brand known as Tana Safi Homes. So Tana Safi Homes, I created a system. It's a website that is responsible to enable off-campus students to book houses in affordable way. They can literally book houses from their home.
How is that as we speak right now? Is it still working?
It's doing. We literally have like close to 500 users in Tana Safi Homes, and it was like a seasonal business. So the first month we helped like 200 students to book houses, to book their own houses in Baraton, and it was easy. And they were happy, like people were happy, getting a house. You don't need like to come early, waste your money, going around looking for houses you're not sure about, which you're not sure if it's been taken.
Just book online and
so imagine just a call away. So people appreciate, most of the clients appreciate it.
Let's speak about music, because when I go to church, I see you sing, see you, with your band, doing the saxophone, and it's just fascinating. It's about your music. Maybe in 2 minutes, when did you develop this interest in music, and do you have aspirations in that line of music, and maybe the project that you're doing, what motivates you to sing and keep on singing and singing and singing?
When I was in class 8, there's a time when asked me to stand and answer some questions on the blackboard. And then while I answered, the guys laughed. And you know why they laughed?
I don't know. Tell me.
The guys broke their voices and my voice was young,
You are still talking like a kissing.
I think it's, hey, you, what's up? So I felt, why is this guy laughing? So I felt bad because, I don't have
the beard.
And then I don't have the voice. It's in a way, so
you don't have anything. No beard, no voice.
Bro, and then I went home. I used to start singing. I used to listen to Michael Jackson. That is why I came to realize, bro, so I can sing, bro. Then I had to improve my talent. I came to notice I have a talent. I never noticed for myself. People started telling me, I wish I could be singing by then. So in Form 1, we conjoined, we form the Advent Vocals, is one of the renowned a cappella group. We started in the year 2011.
2011.
It has close to 10,000 followers on Facebook. we were so proactive that we even performed at universities while we were in high school.
Yes.
And
Talk about it here in Baraton, and tell me about the band, and maybe what are you planning to do looking into the future in that line of music?
So my music progressed in high school, so I was so good in music. I learned a lot. I learned from different type of musicians, a cappella. It was my best. So coming to Bara, it was like a platform to improve now my talent. I never knew how to play piano. I started playing piano. Now I can play piano just from Bara.
The saxophone.
I learned here in Baraton.
The saxophone. That thing is driving people crazy.
Yeah, I learned it, man. I became serious about it. I had to be serious. I said it's me and this saxophone alone. So I studied day and night. I practiced day and night to be as good as I am. So anything is practice. If you want to be the best in musician, practice 1,000 times, 1,000 hours. 1,000
in a minute, talk about journalism.
So living about that, but first, but before I go to journalism, do you know that my music has progressed me to perform at Churchill show? It's something which people need to know, by the way.
How was it? I saw you in Eldoret.
Yeah, in 2022, I was called to perform at Churchill show. And
you met Churchill?
Yeah, man. He's just a normal guy, brother. The likes of Eric Omondi, MC Tricky, bro.
You met them?
I met them.
We always done it.
I performed them, and
but it's it is actually a milestone.
Yeah, it's a milestone. It's a big thing to me in my life, music industry.
How was that, bro? Performing before the
bro,
I there and Churchill is there.
I shivered. I've never trembled going to in a stage. That is the time I trembled, bro. I was calling. You know how MC prepares the people. He's saying you're the norm.
And only.
So you, Chris, bro, I had to breathe in, breathe out, enter the stage, and then you know what? The DJ played a different song which I wasn't supposed to sing. I didn't want to look awkward on the stage, so I told the people, by the way, guys. Today is my birthday, by the way. This is like a great day for me.
Now you're lying.
My birthday was the previous day, so I had to look for something to buy that. Happy birthday! Wow! So it was an interactive audience.
Now you relax.
So now the DJ was done. He kept my music, and then he started, and then it boomed. I did my whole trip because this is my last. There's no tomorrow, bro. So I had to show my vocals. I had to showcase everything that I have, and the people like, oh, wow.
What was the reaction of Churchill? What did Churchill say?
I wish Churchill was there by then, but Churchill was there. He had me. He approached me later on and said, "Bro, you're good." And then after that, the goodness is when I getting out of stage, this some guy. Let me tell you, when you're doing good things, good people will approach you.
Tell me, Baba.
One of the biggest event organizers in Eldoret approached me. He's the man behind Churchill Show, the man behind one of the biggest events for King Kaka, the one he hosted. He was the man behind. He approached me, and we are planning good, big things for Baraton, by the way, out of him.
You also met, what is his name? This guy from Radio Jambo.
Mulamwa.
Not Mulamwa. This guy who does reggae show.
Oh, Mbusi, yeah, Mbusi,
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mbusi Day.
You met him.
Yeah.
And that was just nice and nice.
Now
we are running out of time.
Yeah, sure.
We can talk and talk.
You're right.
I mean, talk to us. I mean, one lesson that you've come to learn in life. Because I know you've gone through a lot, you've done a lot, and you still have many things to do looking into the future. And what can you share with us? These lessons that you've learned in this life, what can you share with us, sir?
Between the age of 20 to 30, chase your dream.
Chase your dream.
Chase your dream. Don't waste your time. Don't mix yourself. Chase your dream. Don't mix yourself with ladies. Focus on your dream. Be busy, because if you not be busy, you won't be busy in future. So make sure you're improving yourself. be good at your art, and don't be, if you're a jack of all trades, be a jack of all trades. Don't listen to anybody who's telling you doing one thing at a time. Just do anything that you can.
Talk to that camera, to someone who is watching you right now, and we have someone who is an upcoming artist, someone who is an upcoming journalist, someone who would want to also be an engineer. In 30 seconds, what can you tell this person?
Hi guys, whatever I can tell you guys, do love whatever you're doing, love doing it, and if it really makes sense to you, then do it, because make sure that you're earning from that thing, because your life will be jovial. It's like a playing, you'll be playing games because you love what you're doing, and if it makes you money, then you're good to go. But don't struggle doing something which you don't like, because in life you don't have enough time to compensate. It is so short, so you need to utilize all the time. Don't waste your time as a young man.
Thank you so much. This is Baraka Marwa. I wish you all the best, bro.
Thank you so much.
You know, interacting with such big people like you, journalist, musician, doing everything. Bro, today I'm going to have a cup of tea. Tell them where they can find you on Facebook, Twitter, everything.
So guys,
TikTok.
my name is simply Chris Marwa. You can search Marwa Chris on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, literally all social medias, even the Twitter.
Chris Marwa.
Chris Marwa, find me.
On a birthday, this guy can do very good.
You better call me, guys. You gotta call me if you have a birthday.
Thank you so much, Baba.
Yeah.
My name is Brian Osieku. This is Snapshots Media, bringing the best in everybody. Acha twende tuone mpira sasa bwana.
Sasa